Hey guys, welcome to the new video series I am starting. This series will focus on different creatures from video games, and I will give my thoughts on what real animals I think inspired the designers when creating these creatures. And as a bonus, I'll be sharing with you a bit of information about these real life creatures. This week I am taking a look at the Nibelsnarf. This creature first made its appearance in Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, and since then it has appeared in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, Generations, Generations Ultimate, Explore, and Stories. As a huge Monster Hunter fan, this is one of my favorite monsters in the series, and I thought it might be fitting to be the first one I talk about in this series. It spawns only in the desert maps of every game it has been in, and in-game information shows that very little is known about this creature, and the only information given about it is in its brief summary, which states they are leviathans that have adapted to live in sandy areas. They burrow beneath the desert and locate prey orally, then suck both the target and any surrounding sand into their maws. The gill-like organs in their mouth are thought to absorb nutrients. Not a lot there, so let's dive into the ideas, starting with the physical appearance. The armor along the back and head looks like a combination of fish scales and turtle shell. However, overall body style is similar to those of salamanders, and one in particular that stands out to me is the mud puppy. Mud puppies are solitary aquatic salamanders that live at the bottom of rivers and lakes. Their body shape is on the longer side compared to the Nibelsnarf, but they have wide, flat heads, which you can see exaggerating in the Nibelsnarf as his head is pretty big. The biggest characteristic, besides the body of the mud puppy that Nibelsnarfs have, are the ears. For mud puppies, these ears are actually gills they retain from their larval state. The Nibelsnarf could have a similar development cycle, which could have led to them keeping these externally as well, but instead of being gills, they act as filters to protect its ear canals from sand and other particles. They also might help the creature keep cool at times of extreme heat or stress, as when you are fighting them and they become enraged or tired, you can see their ears unfold. They can also force air through their ear canals or some other structure to remove any sand or debris that might have gotten through. This can also be used as an attack on predators or prey. The ears of the Nibelsnarf are very sensitive, as that is their primary mode of hunting prey besides its eyes. This is a trait found in animals like bats and dolphins who use hearing to find prey, as well as in prey animals like horses and rabbits who listen for the sounds of incoming predators. They listen on different frequencies than human ears, as a well-placed sonic bomb can startle the Nibelsnarf out of the sand due to its high-pitched nature. When stunned out of the sand, you can see the underbelly of the Nibelsnarf has bright yellow and blue markings. Mud puppies don't have this bright coloring, but many species of salamander do have bright markings. This could indicate to predators of the Nibelsnarf that it is poisonous, or be Batesian mimicry, where one species that is non-poisonous mimics the coloring of a poisonous creature to trick predators. The Nibelsnarf has a flatter shape with an almost rill-like protrusion coming from both sides of his torso. I believe this comes from the order Pleuronectiforms, which are commonly known as flatfish. This includes fish like flounder, halibut, sole, dab, and plaice. These fish are peculiar in body structure as they are essentially laying on their sides, with rills on either side of their body, but their face is twisted with their eyes facing up and mouth sideways. They live on the bottom of rivers and ocean beds, eating crustaceans, bottom invertebrates, and small fish that live there. The protrusion the Nibelsnarf has, like in the flatfish, looks to be used to cover itself in sand. The Nibelsnarf's eyes, like the flatfish, are also centered on top of its head to be able to see prey above while concealed in the sand. Upon opening the jaws of a Nibelsnarf, reveals that the inside looks very similar to sharks. Their teeth are closely packed together, and they are angled the same way. While the Nibelsnarf have a uvula like humans, their mouth is ribbed like sharks are with their gills. Nibelsnarfs also have a crest with sand packed on it that looks like a shark fin, and when wandering around the sandy areas, you can see these mounds in the sand, looking like sharks swimming at the water's surface. This looks to be a way to camouflage itself from predators. When it comes to the behavior of Nibelsnarf, there are a lot of overlapping similarities with the creatures I've talked about already. Nibelsnarfs, like mud puppies, are opportunistic eaters in where they eat what they can, so their diet is varied, but they prefer Rhinopolis and Delex. They are also exclusively ambush hunters, where they spend time waiting and then striking when least expected. The Nibelsnarf stays mostly submerged in sand, only emerging when eating or attacking like the flatfish. In combat, the Nibelsnarf has an attack where it burrows under the ground so you can't see it at all, then leaps out of the sand where your character has last stood. This behavior has been seen as an integral ability in great white shark populations in the waters of South Africa. This behavior is called breaching, and it is a primary ambush tactic used to catch fast-moving prey like seals. The Nibelsnarf displays typical patterns of breaching, like going vertically into the air, but it also launches itself horizontally out of the sand to gain speed and to more likely hit the target. So this is what I had found when researching the Nibelsnarf. There are sure to be more creatures that could have been used that I couldn't think of, so if you see any you think could be applicable, let me know in the comments below. I didn't find anything with how it shoots sand at enemies and it correlating with real species, but not all things have to be based in reality. I had a ton of fun researching this, and I will definitely be doing a lot more of these in between videos on concepts that I already do. So thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button so more people see this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and click that bell icon if you want to be notified as soon as I post a new video. Have a wonderful day.